This is another Mated podcast, the podcast where we take a story in the podcast format and we animate it. Let's rock. Boom. All right. Why aren't we preparing for robots in the workforce? That's the current title. I'm not sure if that's going to stick. So here's the deal. We're all about making things easier for ourselves. We want to sit back, relax, and let machines do all the dirty work. Which sounds great until you realize that all those dirty jobs are actually what keeps the economy running. Imagine a world where robots do all the low-level work. Sounds like utopia, right? Well, only if your idea of utopia involves a mass employment, economic collapse, and everyone living off of ramen noodles, if you can even afford that. Let's be real. The low-level workforce is huge. We're talking millions of people who keep everything moving. They're the backbone of the economy. And if you yank out the backbone, what do you get? A big old pile of unemployed, angry people. The last time I checked, angry, unemployed people don't exactly make for a stable society. So, what happens if we just let this happen without a plan? Let's see. Right. Total anarchy. Imagine waking up one day, going to work, and finding out you've been replaced by a robot named Bob who doesn't need lunch breaks, vacations, or a paycheck. Meanwhile, your bills just keep piling up, and you're stuck wondering how to convince your landlord to accept exposure as a form of payment. But seriously, the ripple effect would be massive. If the majority of people suddenly have no income, who's going to buy all the stuff that keeps the economy running? It's like we're setting ourselves up for the world's most boring apocalypse. No zombies, just a lot of people arguing over the last can of beans at the grocery store. Now, I'm not saying we need to go to a full-blown dystopia here. There are ways we can prepare for this. Maybe we can start thinking about universal basic income, or retraining programs, or even just a solid plan B that doesn't involve everyone becoming YouTubers. But the point is, we need to do something, because if we don't, we're all going to be left asking the same question. Why didn't we prepare for this? So let's start the conversation now, before Bob the Robot takes your job. And mine too. Who knows? Maybe if we're lucky, the robots will be kind and let us join their rank. Or at the very least, they'll let us keep doing our podcast. On that note, thanks for tuning in, and remember, the robots are coming. But that doesn't mean that we have to sit around and let them take over.